I think we should sing Let Their Voices. All right. We back. Punch, Ultimate Debate League. I be the host. iXclusive said. And I believe we have a powerful one-off tonight. Debater on my left. MVP, introduce yourself.
MVP, man. Chirac, gang shit in the building, man. Y'all know how I'm rocking. Matter of fact, no gang shit. This for the powerful brothers today.
Debater to my right. Goku, introduce yourself.
Yo, this King Goku, 562. West up. Shout out WTC. Woke brothers is woke. Lost niggas will be found.
All right, we're gonna flip this coin. Goku, call in the air. What you got?
I got King head. Pause.
It's tails. MVP, what you want to do?
Can't hear you.
MVP.
Oh, yo, you got me?
All right, try it again. What you want to do, brother?
It's on Goku.
All right.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. versus Malcolm X. Who was more impactful to the Black Civil Rights Movement? Goku, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds for your first round. It's on you. Punch.
I feel like Martin Luther King was powerful in his own right. Born January 15, 1929, Atlanta, Georgia. Second child of a senior, pastor, and a school teacher. Gifted student, he attended at 15 Morehouse College. The boycott success in 1957, civil rights activists, most fellow ministers, created a Southern Christian Conference, which committed to achieving full equality for African Americans through the nonviolent protests. The motto was not one hair of harm on one person, meaning that Martin Luther King traveled across the country and around the world giving lectures on nonviolent protests and civil rights movement for our people, not only our people, but all people of color and characteristics.
All right. MVP, bottom of the first is on you. Punch.
Man, it sound like you was just reading all that bullshit off of Google. And speaking of traveling, shout out to my nigga Malcolm X traveled to Detroit just to meet with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, man, that whole movement was ass, pussy. The only time I know niggas turn the other cheek is in county jail. Let's hold hands and march. While dogs get sick on us, while white people spit on us, threw bricks at us, sprayed us with water hose. Tell the truth, please. Who the fuck listening right now would do that shit? I didn't think so, because that shit don't even sound right. Not even Danny Meyer's fucking parallel universe. If we keep it a bean, MLK, what we call an industry plant. In 1963, in front of 20,000 people, he became the face of the civil rights movement. In 1964, they ended segregation. Translation, they put a handful of blacks, unarmed, no security, in a school full of angry, hundreds of white kids and teachers with their parents surrounding the school, putting our ancestors through hell. If you 18 or older, your grandparents went through this shit. If Malcolm X ran that movement, we would have been armed. We would have had security. Our parents would have been there too, unafraid. It basically comes to give me death or give me freedom. Y'all remember that Boondocks episode when they brought Martin Luther King back? Bring Malcolm X back to see the future so he could be disappointed how all the knowledge, all the ammunition, all the fucking army guns in the world, they drop them off in our neighborhood. They even provide us with a lot of military training. They even tamed us. They got us scared. That's fucking sickening, man.
Time. Top of the second. Goku. Minute 30 is on you. Punch.
That's cool loss, brother. Malcolm X had a problem since he was a child. He came from a broken home. He left 8th grade just for a life of crime. For a nigga to do that, how he already lost. He had to go to jail to find peace and join the Nation of Islam. Not only that, he only had one agenda, was to only look out for black folks only. Martin Luther King's future and agenda was to look out for all people, not himself. He was a philanthropist, a pastor, he went to school, he opened doors for everything. This social media shit wouldn't be powerful without Martin Luther King's voice. The dream shit wouldn't be powerful without Martin Luther King. Malcolm X only just led black people as a nation. He didn't lead all people as a nation like we are now. It's the social injustice in all people. Time.
Dope. Bottom of the second, MVP is on you. Punch.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. It's Black History Month, and you sound like a bitch right now, bro. In 1952 is which, and real shit though. In 1952 is when Malcolm X was released from prison, talking about going to prison. The Nation of Islam had roughly 400 members. By 1960, mostly due to Malcolm fucking X, they had around 40,000 fucking members, bro. When our members grew, that's when we became by any means necessary. We had to stop racism, not make peace and turn the other cheek or act like that shit didn't exist. He ordered our people to stop that shit. Guess what that coincides with? Orders from a wrathful God. The Qurans tell the story of Lot. Y'all know what Lot is, the story of Lot, along with the Bible, which Christians, Hebrew Israelites read into, along with the Torah that Jews read into. If you better read into all them bitches, check out Deuteronomy 28. Read Message to a Black Man done by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We all know the Honorable Louis Farrakhan today. You said time?
No, I ain't say nothing. Keep going.
My bad. It was a static. But for those who lost right now, remember, Malcolm wanted us to get back closer to God, which is something spiritual. So no matter what you believe or don't agree with, I believe we all disagree or agree to disagree. There's a higher power. All of us came from this and something. I'm not here to give you a bunch of MLK and Malcolm X facts out the history books or shit you grown men and women should know. We need to be together. We need to be. That's it. Time, gang.
Time. All right. It's powerful, fellas. I'm not gonna hold y'all. We're going to the third. I want to say some ARP like it's a classic, but I ain't gonna do that right now. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds, multiple times, and Goku is on you. 30 seconds. Punch.
That shit was powerful, Q. All right, man. Martin Luther King, man, was so powerful. He had John F. Kennedy backing him up. That's one of the realest presidents we ever had, and he got shot and killed because he was too real, and he knew the position that Martin Luther King was in. Martin King is youngest, not only the youngest Nobel Peace Prize winner. Has Malcolm X won anything for anything he's done for the nation, for Islam, or his people? No. As a matter of fact, Malcolm X didn't kill by the nation of Islam. The people he ran to for help. People. That's a shame. Time.
All right. MVP is on you. Punch.
You talking a bunch of dumb shit right now, bro. He influenced majority of the Islam African American population you see today. These facts. Most notable is Muhammad Ali. A lot would consider the GOAT of boxing. He the reason a lot of our Black community, even without being Muslim, believe in any means necessary. Through the flaws, his inspiration can't be questioned. The message can't be questioned, bro. Time. Speak facts when you're talking to me.
Right. Here's a fact. There's a named after Martin Luther King where all Black people and all Americans get a free day off to enjoy their family time. Malcolm X doesn't have that. There's another fact. Martin Luther King is so powerful in these shoes. He had a voice. He had the influence to touch people's heart from all over the world, brother. Malcolm X only touched certain people. Martin Luther King touched everybody, including us.
All right, his MVP is on you. Punch.
Them rounds study getting redundant, bro, and I'm not liking that shit. Pause that shit study talking about he touched this and touched that. I don't give a fuck about the people he touched. We talking about the Black community right now. Now, here's what you need to know about your Honorable Martin Luther King. He was more controversial, less popular, was abandoned by allies in Washington, gained weight, sleeping poorly, drinking and smoking more. The cheating came out, is what they said about Don Martin Luther King right before his death. To cover up the fact, though, he was more aware and more conscious. He seemed more original. His approach was better. But they tell you that dumb shit to change history, bro. Know your facts. Time.
All right. Goku, 30 seconds on you. Punch.
That's cool. That has nothing to do with what he did for our people, what he did for other people. The cheating shit don't matter to me, man. It's what he touched. That's the problem. Malcolm X had to use physical force to people's point. Malcolm his voice from that's more powerful, non-violently, like we all should do. There's not power in violence right now. Violence brings on more violence. Right now, we need positivity. We need uplifting in this culture and people of hope with this social media bullshit. So Martin Luther King didn't need social media. He just needed a couple folks and touch somebody right there with his voice.
All right, 30 seconds is on you, MVP. Punch.
While we did not always be eye to eye on methods to solve race problems, I always had deep affection for Malcolm and felt that he had a great ability to put his finger on the existence and root of the problem. He was an eloquent spokesman of his point of view, and no one can honestly doubt that Malcolm has a great concern. The problems that we face as a race is what Martin Luther King said to Malcolm wife at his funeral. Need I say more, bro? We need to take the fucking Malcolm X approach because that's what we need, bro. It's about getting closer to God. That's what he was about. It's about getting closer to Allah. Whatever spiritual belief you believe in, that's what it was about. Need I say more?
All right, what I'm going to do, we're going to close out the third round like this. And if y'all both would agree, and I'm going to let you know right now, Goku, if you can, just get into a spot where your mic can be clear. What I'm going to do, if y'all both can agree right now, I'm going to let y'all go unlimited. Right now, unlimited. If y'all both agree to close it out, y'all can go unlimited.
Yeah.
All right, Goku, you good with that? Uh-oh. You said what?
I'm good with it.
All right, well, it's on you. Close it out, Goku. Punch.
Someone see this man.
Hold on, hey Goku.
Yeah, his mic.
Yo, Mike, I can't ruin the footage like this, brother. We gotta have this close out strong, brother.
Got you. My bad. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you now.
Got you, man. All right. Martin Luther King was so powerful, not only towards me, but people around the world, because how he touched them. He didn't need to go he didn't need to just he didn't need a backing. He just used his knowledge, his intelligence, and his family upbringing just to get to us as a whole. Martin Luther King is more powerful. Malcolm X only had violent treatments towards people because he had hatred. Hatred only gets you so far. You can't get to God through hate, or you can't get to the Allah through hate, bro. You gotta do positive things. You gotta do positive things with Martin Luther King's voice and not Malcolm X's ways. Time.
All right, MVP, it's on you. Close it out. Punch.
Alright, this ain't even about no black and white shit. It's like, shout out to the real niggas who understand. Because when you talk about their circumstances and situations, you got to know why they had the mentality they had, brother. Brother Malcolm X, he grew up in a destructive home, in a bad situation. He grew up around violence. Martin Luther King, he grew up middle class. He was good his whole life. He wasn't abused as a child. He didn't see violence, so he didn't believe in it. Nah, I guess some people want to hear dirt, skeletons in the closet, and some more bullshit. Take your ass to Google or Wikipedia, your motherfucking self on phone them. This ain't about none of that. It's about the message, bro. Malcolm X never agreed with Martin Luther King. He fell back from all that type of ideology he believed in because that shit was wrong, bro. Martin Luther King believed in getting everybody together, while Malcolm X was all about our people. It was about respect, bro. Martin Luther King didn't want that for our people. Malcolm X did. The honest truth, brothers, whether you Muslim, Christian, Baptist, Hebrew, Jewish, or any other religion, Malcolm's main agenda was to get us on our father's side so he can fight for us. He wanted the spiritual route, which is what our people...
Uh-oh. Brother got a phone call.
Not all. The marshal was wrong, bro. Malcolm literally had us going right. Our Heavenly Father and our Savior shall always be first, bro, even through the ups and downs. Once again, check out Deuteronomy 28, which Martin Luther King is a Christian, so he should know very well. Our Savior will set us above all nations on earth. All our blessings will come accompany you if you carefully obey thy Father. All my brothers, please listen or read. I promise it's jewels in a punch. Both of these brothers were powerful men. I agree with you, bro. In his own way, Martin Luther King was powerful, but so was Malcolm X, and he was more powerful. They both went through systematic circumstances, got the best of them, along with a lot of our powerful black leaders. But even today, how long white serial killers get away with murder before they get caught? The wicked shit Trump, Sandusky, Ohio State, and Baylor coach did. Robert Kraft just the other fucking day, you feel me? How long do they get away with the bullshit? And then guess what? Their history and they work that they did not go get away or erased in no way, even with those grievances. So let's not do it to all our great teachers and leaders, bro. We got and I mean everything to push back the Malcolm X way. And we see where that gets us on next. On 4th grade, we do, bro. Because we tried the Martin Luther King approach. Like I said, this ain't about religion nor race. We don't need to go full Malcolm X. We don't need to fight back and kill every white person on earth, but we do need to get it to a point where blacks got love for each other first and foremost, and we got our respect in the world, and that's what we need as a people and not what the community and world need. Bless, kid.
Yo, that's Punch, Ultimate Debate League. We had Goku punching for Martin Luther King, MVP punching for Malcolm X. Yo, I'm going to send this over to the ringside analyst, De Jesus. Please give me your thoughts on this battle, sir.
Yo, can y'all hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I feel like we just witnessed a classic battle. I feel like we learned a lot. I think that MVP did take that battle 2-1, first and third clear. I think that on the go back, the second might be debatable. I got Goku for now. I feel like MVP just had good delivery. I feel like Goku's rebuttal in the second round regarding Martin Luther King and being for all people, instead of just for black folks, we should be more peaceful worldwide. And Goku had some good points, but MVP drove the point home in his third round, and I think it was a classic. Can we go on to Bills?
Yeah, we can push over the Bills. Bills, can you give us your thoughts on this battle, sir? Brother Bills? All right, let's switch it over to Brother Top Tier Podcast. Who you have winning this battle? What's your thoughts on this battle?
Yo, I thought this was a monumental battle. I want to salute both gentlemen for coming with so much material, especially in the third round. That was unlimited. Man, I learned a lot, man. Real shit. I'm not even going to lie. I learned a lot from both parties, talking about both gentlemen. So thank you guys for getting people, not only us, but people that be listening, more educated. I edged the battle to MVP. I got him clearly in the first, and I got him edging the last two rounds simply because, you know, he took more time. I felt like Goku was kind of rushing through his material a little bit, and he kind of missed some really important points that he could have used to tackle the subject. But still, great battle.
Dope. Yeah, once again, appreciate you, brothers.